Final confirmation on how much you will be receiving, how fast you can receive your stimulus checks, and what is the latest progress in the Congress. Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check and stimulus package update for today. In this video, we have to discuss the final word from President Biden on the exact number, the exact figure for the amount you'll be receiving in stimulus, how fast you can receive this stimulus check once the bill is passed, and the latest developments that have come out of the U.S. Congress in the House and the Senate. As always, if you have been enjoying my content, you have been enjoying my videos, and you'd like to see more from my channel, make sure that you are subscribed. Click the big red button. Also, click the notification bell as well. That will actually notify you when I do generate a brand new video. We'll be doing our next cash giveaway when we hit 20,000 subscribers, so even more reason to subscribe, of course. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, make sure you do smash that like button, turn that like button blue. I would greatly appreciate that. So yes, as Washington lawmakers are approaching an agreement on the next coronavirus relief package, there's so much discussion now about the checks being more targeted, but does that mean that the figure will change? Does that mean you're actually receiving less in stimulus? No, you'll still be receiving the same amount. It just means that fewer people might qualify. President Joe Biden reaffirmed this. He had said to end this debate in a press conference on Friday, quote, "I'm not cutting the size of the checks. They're going to be $1,400, period," in his own words. He is committed to $1,400. He went on to say that's what the American people were promised. Now, many Democratic lawmakers have raised concerns, especially on the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, that in fact President Biden did a bait and switch by telling his voters and supporters that they would be receiving $2,000 stimulus checks, and now that figure is $1,400, not $2,000. And the president also did reiterate that the checks would be more targeted to lower income Americans, saying, quote, "Folks making $300,000 don't get any windfall." And to clarify who will be receiving stimulus checks, because we get so many questions down below in the comments section, people saying that they're on Social Security or disability and they'd like to know if they are going to get a full $1,400 stimulus check. That answer is absolutely, unequivocally going to be yes, because adults and children and dependents of any age will be receiving $1,400 depending on those income thresholds. Now, no legislation has been finalized just yet, but hypothetically, if they were to use the same criteria from the first two stimulus checks, that means that individuals earning up to $75,000 a year or couples earning $150,000 would receive the full payment, and then it would phase out from there. And it's no secret that these stimulus checks are very popular with the American people. In fact, a recent poll from Quinnipiac University found that 78% of Americans favor the $1,400 stimulus checks. That compares to 68% who support Biden's overall $1.9 trillion stimulus package. And Congress made even more headway today with Biden's vision for stimulus. In fact, the House of Representatives gave the final approval on Friday to a budget blueprint that would in fact include Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. This advances it over tons of Republican opposition, as Democrats will be moving forward with plans to begin drafting the aid package next week and speed it through the House by the end of this month. Before the bill passed on a 219 to 209 margin in the House, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wrote to her Democratic colleagues in a letter, quote, "Our work to crush the coronavirus and deliver relief to the American people is urgent and of the highest priority." President Biden also spoke before the House acted on this measure. He cited the newest weak jobs report that just came out, and that warranted the use for the procedural device known as reconciliation. He had said, quote, "It is very clear our economy is still in trouble. I know some in Congress think we've already done enough to deal with the crisis in the country. That's not what I see. I see enormous pain in the country, a lot of folks out of work, a lot of folks going hungry." This is all coming on the heels after the latest data has been reported from the Labor Department. The latest data shows that only 49,000 jobs were added in the month of January, a very grim jobs report. It also shows that just 6,000 jobs were added in the private sector, and the labor market remains 10 million jobs below its pre-pandemic levels. President Biden also gave one of the strongest indications yet that he wants to move forward with his nearly $2 trillion stimulus package without one single GOP vote. And he did not equivocate when he said that he wanted to act fast, and he also emphasized that his plan was designed to address the immense challenges facing the nation. And he said, "I like to be doing it with the support of Republicans. I've met with Republicans. There's some really fine people who want to get something done, but they're just not willing to go as far as I think we have to go." He continued saying, "I've told both Republicans and Democrats that's my preference to work together. But if I have to choose between getting help right now to Americans who are hurting so badly and getting bogged down in a lengthy negotiation or compromising on a bill that's up to the crisis, that's an easy choice." So with House Democrats voting on Friday to adopt the final budget measure, this will now set off an approximately 2-week sprint to draft a relief bill that would mark President Joe Biden's first legislative win. And with the resolution's adoption, congressional Democrats have now cleared the last hurdle to unlocking the budget maneuver known as reconciliation, which will allow the party to muscle through a sprawling relief bill without relying on GOP votes. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi spoke to reporters after she met with some other top Democrats and President Biden in a meeting, saying, quote, "On Monday, we will begin working on the specifics of this bill. Hopefully in a 2-week period of time, we'll send something over to the Senate, and this will be done long before the due date." There's still a few hurdles in the way for Congress. For example, the second impeachment trial of former President Trump will push back any congressional action, and lawmakers are scheduled to be on recess over President's Day, meaning that there will be no congressional action until later this month. But when the stimulus bill is finally passed in the House and then the Senate after the use of reconciliation, how fast can you expect your stimulus checks to be deposited? Well, it could take several days for the first stimulus checks to start being distributed after any legislation is signed, and it could take months to reach everyone who is fully eligible. The Treasury Department is still trying to reach people who should have been eligible for the first stimulus check last year. The time frame we're currently working with is exactly between the impeachment trial of President Trump and the specific date of March 14th. That date is very significant because that's the date that the latest iteration of unemployment benefits will dry up and expire for millions of Americans. House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn, Democrat from South Carolina, spoke on the topics of the price tag of Biden's stimulus bill, as well as the timing of when you can receive your stimulus check. He had said that the $1.9 trillion stimulus package is enough to, quote, rescue the economy, but that it should be bigger than that in the long run. He had said, that's enough to rescue this economy for now. We're going to have to stimulate the economy later on, and I think we'll hear from the president in his address to a joint session of Congress what he proposes to stimulate the economy. If Democrats succeed in getting the package approved, Americans can expect even more stimulus during Biden's presidency, according to Jim Clyburn. Clyburn also commented on the timing, saying that Americans can expect their $1,400 stimulus checks, quote, within a week after Democrats do pass this legislation. So opening arguments in the impeachment trial will begin the week of February 8th, the day after Super Bowl Sunday. By the way, Super Bowl predictions, let me know down below in the comments. This comes on the heels after Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced the schedule after reaching an agreement with Republicans. They had pushed for a delay to give Trump a chance to organize his legal team and prepare a defense. So we won't be seeing much action from Congress specifically this coming week because of impeachment. However, I am certain that we could see White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki asked about the stimulus bill and any updates, and we'll be hearing more come out of the White House as Congress gets busy with impeachment. So all updates and developments will be found on this channel. I do hope you enjoy your weekend. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and if you'd like to see more videos from my channel, make sure you are subscribed, click the big red button. Also click the notification bell as well. That will notify you when I do post a brand new video. Next cash giveaway will be at 20,000 subscribers. And if you'd like to get some free stocks, as always, use my links down below in the description. Sign up with Robinhood or Webull, get some free stocks, some valued up to thousands of dollars and multiple stocks, and you can even get more stocks for referring your friends. So use my links down below in the description, get some free stocks, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.